The
Oakland
A's.
A's. The Oakland A's.
Between now and the next time we speak with you, the Oakland A's will have played their final home game in the city of Oakland. We have talked at length about this. It is a shame. It is an embarrassment. John Fisher, the owner of this club, should be ashamed of how he has handled this entire thing. And my heart goes out to all of the A's fans who care about this team. I would read Mark Carrig over at The Athletic. He wrote a really lovely piece about it, and baseball is what it means to people. But specifically, you wanted to talk about John Fisher's statement that was released this week.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard so little from John Fisher, and this still counts as not hearing very much because this is a statement. The number of times he has stood in front of cameras, or let alone reporters, and said anything is just stunningly low, but also is kind of shines some light into how little accountability you have to take when you are in charge and when you are one of these 30 owners who are in charge of the team. But this statement, there are many insulting parts about it. It is a glimmer, a last gasp of a modicum of shame from John Fisher. You could think that he's like, I have to say something now.
You don't.
And well, right. But it's too late. You've missed infinite opportunities to do that. And which is why I'm not even going to necessarily comment on the substance of the statement, of which there's many things that can be refuted and are insulting. Things about being like, I wish I could talk to all of you personally, and we tried, and all these things. Not only is this too little too late, it's missing the point once again. But I do think that it is a reminder that, like, yes, he still feels like, man, like, people really hate me. Maybe I can salvage some of this by putting this heartfelt statement. It's like, no, you can't. And this is one last kind of, swift kick for this fan base. But hey, these last few games are going to be really cool there. Doesn't make it any better. They walked off last night. It reminded me of the really dramatic win they had last year when they won 7 in a row. Their 7th win coming on the reverse boycott night. Well, it was absolutely packed there. And as we approach postseason baseball, I never got to experience it in person, but even watching it on TV, this was a baseball atmosphere, let alone the impact on the community and everything, but a baseball atmosphere that I will miss watching. And obviously that means so much more to the people who actually experience it and make that community possible. So we'll see what the scenes look like on Thursday, but I'm sure we'll talk about it a little bit on Friday, but obviously wanted to acknowledge that in some form.
So John Fisher very quickly made all of his money because his dad started The Gap.
Yeah.
How many pieces of Gap clothing are in John Fisher's wardrobe at his various homes? Just a thought.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so you could see a lot of responses to this, including from Trevor May, who closed out that 7th win in a row last year. And Trevor's been very outspoken about his perspective as someone who was playing for that team last year, right? And
yeah,
there's a lot of people that this is impacting, and we will continue to kind of highlight those stories as best we can.